Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. If you like making obscene amounts of money, subscribe to this channel. This channel is for you. We've got a great community looking for the best undervalued assets in the world in commodities, because that's where the undervalued assets are. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Today we're going to do a market update. I'm going to jump right into the charts and let's look to see what the charts are telling us. So this is the market update. We've got gold and silver. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. This is Southwestern Energy. One of the subscribers wanted me to look at it. One thing I want you to focus on is the big picture here. The big picture here is we broke the downtrend, this big downtrend. The path of least resistance is up, but it's going to be volatile as all get out in the short term. And looking at the short term, we broke out to the top side of this little channel and we got sold off right back in it. Now, it's a big down day today. I get it. Maybe a little scary, but it's still looking good. We've got a nice bullish engulfing, nice move higher, and we just pulled on back. I'd be holding on. I'm holding on to Southwestern Energy, and I think over the bull market, it's going to look absolutely fantastic, and it will perform very well. Just patience. We've got 4, 5, 6 years ahead of us. It's going to be a fantastic opportunity with a gigantic downtrend being broken like this. Next, we've got Contango Oil and Gas, and look, we've got this big downtrend here, and we're right there at that downtrend. These are a whole bunch of companies are at their downtrends, and I'm going to show you all these companies, but this is a huge opportunity to be in Contango, and when this thing breaks, it's going to go. This is a big bull market that's coming, and these large multi-year, this is a 6-7 year pattern here that's being broken. That means something. It means something on the long term. These short-term movements, just be patient here. Don't worry about the short term. We're probably going to bounce off this and head back down a little bit and probably sit here for a little bit because this is a large downtrend that we got to break. We've hit it once, twice, and I think we're going to go and break through it here. Here is Antero Resources, just to give you kind of a big picture. These are weekly charts, keep in mind. Big picture view of Antero Resources. Here's Reconnaissance. This is a weekly chart, a big picture. When these chart patterns break, see how fast they move? I mean, this thing moved very quickly after it broke out. So when we see these big chart patterns, these are very large opportunities. And the cheetah here, this cheetah got out and was released to the wild, and it ran hard and long. So be patient. We've got SM Energy here. We broke the lower large weekly chart pattern here. We're up inside of it. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some work, but I mean, this is a gigantic move just to get back into this chart pattern. Here's Centennial Development Resources, looking absolutely fantastic. We broke out to the upside of this large chart pattern. Now just let it go. This cheetah will run. Just let it run. Don't try to contain it. Don't get worried. Let it do its thing. And if it wants to rest for a week or two, let it rest for a little bit, and then it will continue higher. Tetra Technologies, same. This was just so ridiculously priced down here at 50 cents. Oh my God. And then we're back up in the channel. Eventually this is going to work its way and get through here. Now, if you guys like risky stuff, and you do what you want to do, but here's one that the chart pattern looks pretty good to go on up. We've got we've got volume back here. It popped up, leaked out little sellers. You can see the little down days here, but the up days are bigger, and it's the momentum here shot up between here and here, but there's no sellers. The sellers are running out. This 50 days moving up and the 200 days starting to flatten. I think this would be a good one to enter if you have insane risk tolerance, because this is an extremely risky company. You guys enter at your own risk. This is not advice. I heard some people in the comments talking about Chesapeake Energy. You can see that it's flattening. We get the big up days with the small little sell-offs here. It's turning. And if you have massive risk tolerance, maybe right any time now is probably a good time to cost average in, but I'm not personally touching some of these companies. You guys do what you want to do. Here's Chevron Corp. You can see it kind of broke out on this X pattern. So I think this is looking extremely good to move on up if you like Chevron. Now, I'm going to talk about gold. This is GLD. We bounced off this guy, and it's looking fantastic. Hopefully the buyers can maintain this momentum to the upside, but it's looking very good. Silver, same thing. Nice move up off this. I think it even closed higher than what I've got here, because I did this middle of the day, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. So this is looking fantastic. You're going to see absolute cheetahs running everywhere if this thing continues its momentum, and it looks like it's going to. Now here's platinum. We're right here at this pattern. Looks like a big flag pattern. It breaks to the upside. This thing's going to run with gold and silver as well, because it's married. Platinum's married to gold, but it's brother's platinum. So here's First Majestic Silver. I mean, this thing's going to look absolutely fantastic. This is on a weekly chart. If you guys like silver, this is a cup and a handle. When this thing breaks, it's going to run, and the cheetah is going to be released. This is looking absolutely fantastic. AG, EXK, FSM, Mag Silver, they all look fantastic. They all have massive chart patterns that are going to break, and when these break, they are going to run. Now I'm looking at Mcewen Mining here. Again, this is almost like a cup and a little handle here on a channel that's going down. Now, when this thing breaks through here, this thing could run. It could be like one of these things. So I bought some. I'm in Mcewen Mining. It seems like nobody cares about this, and it's just kind of dead. So I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. So we'll see what happens here. This is zoomed in. Of course, I bought right here, and I bought again today. So this is what this pattern looks like. We've got the large, this is a bullish piercing. We've got a big bullish candlestick with all these little down days. We've got a bullish engulfing here. And then it just kind of leaked out this one last, we'll call it slingshot pattern, where it kind of comes down to fake some people out, and then it's just going to go. It's going to pop to the upside here, hopefully. Here's Westwater Resources. Again, look at this move up, and then the leak out of the sellers. Boom. And then this is a 40% day here with the bloody nose. Maybe this goes up, maybe not. But I'm just saying that this has a lot of power behind it. A lot of momentum. Sellers are leaking out, and they're not there. Nova Royalty, look at this. Coming from the downside into this pattern, broke to the upside, looking fantastic. Now, would I enter it at this price? I don't know. I hate chasing things. I don't know what to tell you. Here's EMX. EMX broke to the upside. It came down, and I think it went far higher today. I was a big buyer in here for EMX. So I'm locked and loaded and ready to go for the EMX run. So it's looking fantastic. Mosaic, again, this thing is looking great. We broke this large chart pattern. I mean, this is 8-10-year chart pattern. This thing's going to look fantastic going to the upside. I am extremely excited about all these companies. And again, Archer Daniels Midland, look at this thing. Here's the pattern, old pattern. We're above that. We broke out of this pattern. It's going. Cheetahs are going to be released. We're going to have cheetahs running everywhere. We're going to have to create some sort of cheetah farm here and tend to our cheetahs, because this is ridiculous. Here's Talon Metals. I know a lot of people are talking about Talon Metals. I wanted to chart all this stuff for you guys. Huge chart break pattern here. And look at it run after it broke. I mean, this thing, absolute cheetah speed. Nevada Copper. Now, we broke this downtrend here. This is a big multi-year downtrend. Broke out, pulled back, and you know what I do on pullbacks. I buy them. So Nevada Copper looks good if you like Nevada Copper. Remember, some of these are pretty risky. Encore Energy. I charted this. It broke out, pulled back, and I think this one's ready to pop too. I did it in the midday. It might have already been taken off, but I wanted to chart this and show you guys, like, this thing's ready to go too. It looks really good. We've got resistance, or support, I mean, right below it. Looking great. Oracle Resources. I know a lot of people are talking about this one. Cup and handle pattern. And it shot. And I don't know if I'm going to chase it up here, but it moonshotted. So good job there. You can see another trend line that it broke and just kept going. Now, CNX Resources. This broke out to the upside. This is a natural gas company. These natural gas companies that are just sitting down here above their broken downtrends, they don't look too bad. Same with Range Resources, if you like Range Resources. Now, to Seco Mines, some people were talking about that, and this looks fantastic. I mean, we've got a downtrend here, and it's right there. It may bounce, hit its head on this and kind of come on back a little bit, And then I want to see this break. This could be a cup, and then maybe it'll form a little handle here. And then boom, far higher. So Seco Mines looks excellent. Lucaro Diamonds, I know someone brought this up. Downtrend, it broke, and this thing looks fantastic to move higher. I actually bought some right when everyone was talking about it. So it looks fantastic. Trilogy Metals, again, man, you guys are picking some great companies, and thank you for commenting. But here it is. If this thing breaks this pattern up here, I think it's going to roll, and it's got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And this thing's gonna go far higher, far higher. It'll land far away. Can't remember what movie that's from. Anyway, a lot of good chart patterns here, massive patterns. When these things break, you better be locked and loaded and ready to go, because they are going to run. And this isn't the time to be chasing price. This is a time to be strategically looking at these companies and saying, what should I put in my portfolio? I can't tell you what to do. What I'm doing is I'm getting a little bit of everything. I'm getting copper, I'm getting nickel, I'm getting uranium, I'm getting natural gas, oil. I've got Lucara diamonds. Some of these diversified miners already mine everything. And that's why I'm in those diversified miners. I'm getting paid to sit in them with large dividends, and then they'll continue to perform just like all these commodities are going to perform, which is going to be extremely well. The companies that I'm referring to are VALE, RIO, BHP, NILSY, SOUHY. Those are my big diversified miners. So looking great on gold and silver. Absolutely fantastic. I think we're going to continue this momentum to the upside. And all these other companies, man, they look good. I'm running out of money just like everyone else. I'm in a candy store and I see all of these opportunities. I'm going, I want some of this. I want some of this. I want it all. So hopefully this shows you guys what some opportunities are out there. Some of these that the subscribers have put up and commented on are absolutely fantastic. Great job on finding these companies. From a charting perspective, they look fantastic. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.